What's up, Average Dad fans? Welcome back to another video, and sooner than expected, my part one of the Vivo X Fold / Chinese phones Q&A. I had expected to wait a week until I released this video, but it's going to have to be 2, maybe even 3 parts, because again, I'm super happy, delighted, surprised, shocked by the amount of questions that everyone has, and it's actually quite eye-opening to me how unsupported consumers are when it comes to buying and importing Chinese phones. You would think, because most phones emanate from that area, that we'd all be clued up, but manufacturers and clearly other YouTubers don't go that far, hence why you're watching this dulcet toned Scottish guy. So I guess that's good for me. So I'm going to jump straight into the video. We've got about 8 different questions that I want to go through, and I'll go through them in detail, and I'll show you exactly how to either work the thing you're trying to work or prove that something is working with no issues at all. So let's go. So first question, and I want to get the name correct here. This is a question from Morb FTW. So are swipe gestures working on this device using Nova Launcher? I don't like the home buttons. I don't like the buttons either. So I'll show you right now. Yes, they are working. Here is the device. I've got a Custodia case on. I'm going to do a separate video when other cases arrive, because I know that's actually been a question as well. But as far as swipe gestures go, I don't use the buttons. I hate the buttons. I'm using Nova Launcher, and there you go. You can see the back button works. Hold up for all your recent apps. I'm not sure what other swipe gestures you want, but there's a swipe down from the top. You can do the double swipe for the full toggle list. So yes, Morb FTW, all swipe gestures are working. I should also say that I've more than likely replied to you directly in my comments. That's something that I endeavour to do for everyone. But if you've got the question, probably someone else has, hence why I'm answering this in the video, just so you're wondering, why are you repeating yourself? You've already answered me. It's not about you, it's about the other people. So, next question. So, big supporter of the channel, NR in capitals. Thanks very much for all the comments and the subscribe and likes. You get yours tomorrow, which I guess when this comment was, you've probably got your device by now. So really hope you're enjoying it. But I know you will be, and hopefully my videos have helped. But NR, you're asking, are Google Photos and Google Drive all backed up just as normal? Yes. So I guess the easiest way for me to do this is just to quickly snap a photo. Hopefully you can see that. So I've snapped a photo. If I go into the native album app, it'll obviously, well, that's in my screenshots, because I've got screenshots of photos. There you go. So that's it in my native Photos app. And now if I go into Google Photos at the bottom here, there it is. And if I go into my PC, trust me, it's there instantly. Actually quicker than my Samsung S22 Ultra. When I was doing my camera comparison tests, the Samsung of the Vivo X Fold and the Google Pixel 6 Pro, the Samsung was the slowest, and I was manually having to upload them and it still took longer. But no, the Vivo updates Google Photos, Google Drive, and all your Google apps straight away. Hope that helps everyone. Okay, so next question here we have from Kevin Leo. Do you notice any Chinese writing or Chinese language in any of the apps? Now, as I mentioned to everyone and to you, Kevin, my device has been completely de-bloatwared. don't think that's a verb. But anyway, I have no bloatware on my device. Super simple to do. Pop your phone into app drawer rather than home screen. Once you've done that, you can long press and hold from apps in the app drawer and just hide them, or uninstall some of them, but not all of them. The ones you can't install, you can hide. So I've hidden all mine. So on my device, the only Chinese writing left, and this you just have to have, well actually you don't have to have it, you only have to have this if you want to use a different launcher other than the system launcher, and that's in my settings menu, and it's right there. Hopefully you can see that okay. That's my Vivo account. I'm hoping that in Chinese writing that says Mike Reed. That's what it should say. That's my real name, by the way. But yeah, that's only Chinese writing in the whole of the device. So Kevin, hopefully that helps you. So, GeoVas, you actually commented this today, I believe, and thanks for the comment. It was kind of a two-pronged thing, and I only replied to you on one of them. So, does the Google clone apps work with WhatsApp and Viber? I replied about WhatsApp. I'm not sure what you mean by the clone apps. Is that because you want two separate ones? As far as I'm aware, like no device can have two separate WhatsApps on the same number. If that's not what you mean, sorry, but WhatsApp works. I've just got a photo come through on WhatsApp, but WhatsApp works just exact same as any other device would use WhatsApp. And as far as Viber goes, it is not actually an app I ever use, but for you, I downloaded it from the Play Store. I've not created an account, but you can create an account. So GeoVas, sorry, I'll make sure that's the correct name. Yeah, Geo, if that's not the question you were asking, I'm sorry, but WhatsApp, Viber work. Pop in our comment on this video and I'll clarify if that wasn't what you were asking. Okay, next question is from, this is a great name by the way, Ethan. Ethan wants to know, can you split screens horizontally? No. Sadly not. I'll show you this again in person. So if I bring up that, and then I bring up another app and split screen. Well, there we go. Yeah, you can only split screen vertically, no matter how you rotate it, and that's in Nova Launcher as well. It's always going to be that. Sadly, that means YouTube as well. So if I bring up YouTube just now, so there's YouTube. Yeah, it's only going to. But what I want to do is I want to stay vertically. UK version of a Q&A. Okay, I'll shut myself up now. Not the ideal or most ideal scenario, but I guess that's the one downfall. When you're multitasking, you can only split screen vertically. To be honest, I typically would have vertical scrolling because it's typically a chat app and a Google Chrome that I've got open, but I can completely see people's issues with YouTube not scrolling horizontally. So yeah, Ethan, a lot of people are going to have that question. A lot of people will be surprised to hear the answer. No, it can't split horizontally. Thank you. Moving on. I hope you're finding this like useful, and if you are finding it useful and you've not already, subscribe. I'm sure you will. I trust you all. Sylvester Kaluza. Is Google Play working fine? First question. On Wanda Mobile customer service, it said it isn't working. Oh, Google Pay, not Google Play. Yeah, so no, actually. Google Pay looks like it would work when you go into the app, but it doesn't. Google Pay, unless there's a workaround that I've not got to, does not work. When I add my card just like I would to any other, it essentially just keeps coming up that it's trying to contact my bank and it won't get the signal. Now there's a couple of things that I think I could try here, and we'll get to another issue because I know one of the questions touches on this. But Sylvester, right now Google Pay isn't working. So yeah, this is a question that I really want to answer. Well, I really want to answer them all, which I have done, or most of them. But Mohammed Said, that's the name, Mohammed Said, had a couple of questions, but the question that I want to answer right now, because I've already replied to Mohammed on the first part, the second part was, will it pair with the Galaxy Watch or Wear OS? Yes, absolutely, but not as you know it. So I have the Tag Heuer connected smartwatch. Ooh, get me. No, not a brag, it's just a great smartwatch, and yeah, I'm silly when it comes to buying tech. But ultimately that's running Wear OS. What you have to do is download Wear OS from the Google Play Store and the Vivo App Store. You need to have installed both and then set up your Wear OS device on the normal UK Google Wear OS app. For whatever reason, behind the scenes, it won't send the signal to your watch via Bluetooth purely using the Google Play Store version unless the Vivo version of Wear OS is downloaded. So I have seen this on YouTube, and I can't reply to everybody on YouTube that is doing it wrong, but if any of you YouTubers are watching and you still can't get it right, you're almost there. It does work, you just have to make sure that you've got the Vivo Wear OS downloaded as well as the Google Wear OS. To confirm, that's the App Store, the Vivo App Store's version of Google Wear OS and the Google Play Store's version of Wear OS. You don't need to do anything in the Vivo App Store's version of Wear OS, it just has to be on your device. Does that make sense? And then once it does, it works absolutely perfectly. Now, as far as your linking with Tizen, the Samsung Galaxy Watch, pass, don't know, but I did refer you to Greggles TV. I'll mention him in the video description so he gets notified of this, and hopefully he can help you. I would imagine it will work, but I'm not sure. There will probably be a workaround that you'll have to do, so hopefully Greg can sort you out with that. Assuming Greggles TV's real name is Greg. Okay, we're almost there for the last question on this part anyway. I will do another part, but I'm aware this video is going to go over quite a bit. And the final question from... it's from our friend Morb FTW, and it is... How's the honeymoon period going? The honeymoon period, Morb, is phenomenal. I absolutely love this device. I'm not joking. It works seamlessly. The fact that I can have a small screen on the front, a large screen in the middle, flagship cameras, flagship everything, and like super premium build on one device, I'm a happy man. And is the 1,400 odd pounds I paid for it worth it? 100%. I'll tell you now, because you are such good fans, I have the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, but this has a spare SIM card in it and I have not used it other than to do a camera comparison a couple of times with other things. So what I'm actually doing is selling this device. And what I will sell this for will go probably at least halfway to paying for this. So that's a good thing. And again, you're probably not going to be interested because you've probably bought the Vivo X Fold based on all of my information and the fact that you're searching for Vivo X Fold. But if you haven't bought a Vivo X Fold and you for some reason wanted an immaculate S22 Ultra in Phantom Black with 3 Samsung official cases for £750. Yes, that's £500 less than retail, and trust me, I barely used this device, and I'll throw in the 3 cases. Comment down below if you're interested in buying either the S22 Ultra for you or someone you know. Well, that was the end of part 1. I think I'll leave it another 4 or 5 days to do part 2. Got some other questions I want to get to, but again, YouTube doesn't like 30-40 minute videos, so I try and keep them less than 20. Hopefully you've enjoyed this, and again, really appreciate your support. Share my video. If there's anybody you know on your social media sites that would maybe benefit from knowing about Chinese devices or Chinese ROMs, share the videos. It goes a long way to helping me boost my subscriber count, which has actually gone up like 170 in the last 28 days, which is basically down to you guys, so, and girls. Thanks very much for watching, and people that don't identify as guys or girls. I have to be careful what I say now. People? Can I say people? Anyway, I'm rambling. Take care.